Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna to all the dear listeners. Welcome to another practice video. Today I would want to discuss on a very important thing, and this thought just came across my mind. It has been there uh, since always. Yesterday I saw a post on social media which said that the best fighter is never angry, and this is such an impressive statement that a best fighter is never angry. It only focuses and stresses the very correct principle, which is a calm mind is a superpower. That means even if you are in a situation of war and you have to be a warrior and fighter, but still your mind must be calm. Like it is supposed to be during any meditative state, because unless your mind is calm, you will not be able to focus on the sincerity of any situation. A war does not mean to be literally a war where there has to be bloodshed or gunshots or whatever, the war people do. I think life is a war in itself. We are facing situations which are no less than a war. I would consider that any student who is studying hard to make a good life, to make a good career, he or she are also, they are also facing a situation that is like of war. I think you will definitely agree with me that in life we are at war most of the times. Even if there is no serious challenge from outside, there is an ongoing war within our own mind, also within our own self also. Please correct me if I'm making any grammar mistakes or pronunciation mistakes. So, and you can correct that by commenting in the comment section. So I was saying that we are in a situation of war most of the time, and the worst side effect of being in such a war situation is that we disturb our mental peace. We create harm to our mental health, and there is when we do really need this principle which says the best fighter is never angry, or the a calm mind is a superpower. Because if you will have a calm mind, you can analyze the situation properly. You can decide that what actions are to be taken. A calm mind does not mean a lazy state. Usually we connect the calm mind, the calmness of mind, with absence of struggles. No, calmness of mind does not mean that one is not struggling. Calmness of mind does not mean that they have no challenging situation in life to face. A calmness of mind is the most required prerequisite when you are actually struggling, or when you are facing a crisis in life. A crisis is of course a war situation in life. A war is a crisis, and a crisis is a war. So we are, I think, intelligent enough, or we are sensible enough to of course understand that if we have to deal with any situation, any crisis situation in life, the most important thing is that we must be able to look at the situation clearly. We must be able to analyze it properly. We must be able to understand that what factors, or what parameters, or whatever they call it, are in our control, and what are the things that are not in our control. Usually we get very emotional about things that are not in our control, and we focus more mental energy to things that are not under our control, and we waste our mental energy and other kind of energy that could be very well used in doing things that are actually in our control. To all the people in the world who have been successful, or who have done anything considerable, they have been very particular about investing their energies to places where there is some meaning. And most of the people who are not successful, or who are not leading a life the way they want, is mainly because they focus their mental energy to places where it is of no use, right? So and that is where when the significance of this important principle, the calmness of mind, calm mind is a superpower, comes into play. So I would say that let's not just keep it a principle in books. Let's just not read it on social media or other YouTube content or videos. Let's apply this great principle to our lives also, that a calm mind is a superpower. A calm mind definitely does not mean that you do not do any work, or you just be indisciplined and you be lazy all the time. Calm mind comes to use when you have decided to make a change to your life. You have decided to make serious efforts and serious improvements to your life, and that is when you face challenges in life, and you lose the peace of your mind. So you have to keep in mind that even if you are trying hard for something, even if you are in a situation where you have to be very intense with your efforts, the calm mind is a necessity. Your efforts must be intense, your efforts must be consistent, but in in addition to a calm mind, right? Because right from the childhood in our movies also we see that if the hero is doing something heroic, so he is very expressive of his emotions, when which does not show a state of calm mind. Usually the movies do sell anger, and they just do it because they want to trigger the emotion of the audience. But see, these are the movies and films, and even if they are showing a biography of some historical event or some king or warrior or whatever, they will put in a lot of emotions and all those kind of things, which may make us to believe that no, calmness of mind is not required. If you really think that some situation in past of about thousand of years ago or more, 500 years ago, when these emperors and rulers used to go to wars, so those wars were not like as they are being shown in the movies that we see in a 2 hour or 3 hour movie. No, anger is not a thing that a strong warrior would want to have. Of course, a purpose, a meaning is another thing. A deep emotion to take a action, which propels us to take a action, is another thing. Anger could be there, but not in that sense in which it is shown in these media and movies. Because if you are about to do something sincere, if you are about to do really something intricate and serious, which is serious sort of, then you don't need an angry mind, because an angry mind is only going to spoil the things. You see chess players, you see in the sports person, they are not angry, right? They are composed. Suppose if a chess player, like life is mostly like chess, I think life is like a chess. You have to take moves, right? So suppose that if a chess player is losing from his opponent, and if he gets angry, is it going to help him? No, it's definitely not going to help him. Anger is not the solution. They have to be calm at mind, and then only they can recover the situation, whichever situation they are in. Even in matches like cricket match or football, whatever, the anger is not the solution. Anger, if suppose one side is angry, one player is angry, and his opponent is not angry and well present in his mind, then of course the one who is calm in mind will take the charge and will of course be superior to the opponent. So I would want to conclude by this, that the topic is itself clear right from the statement that a calm mind is a superpower. So I hope I myself and you also will bring this into your own life. So take care. Thank you for listening the practice video. Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna.